Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
Call HALALYAM law. YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Kodash. Brother Tazam Gabar with me, I have.
Brother Mawan.
We're coming at you from the prophets in Babylon camp here in Tampa, Florida. Double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone to teach and rule well. Peace and salutations be to hopeful elect. We're going to be getting in on lesson today, going into this article from the New York Post. And its headline is titled, Wendys E-Coli Outbreak Worse Than Reported by CDC, State Health Agency. All right, so there's the numbers were fabricated, man. Okay, at first they were saying, 38 people got infected with E. coli. Now they're saying it's well over, the number's well over 100, man. You know, and that's Wendys. And a lot of people come in and out of Wendys, man. So this, you know, this is this number is probably fabricated as well, man. You know, the well over 100 can probably be, you know, well over 1,000, man.
That's right. Yeah, because if I may add, you know, me personally, I work at Wendys, man. And, you know, the stuff that they, you know, bringing out in these foods, man, aren't just tasting the same, man. So by being so, all right, people are getting, like you said, it's outbreak, man, sickness. People are getting sick by these things, man. So how much more if they're lying about certain things that's in these foods, all right, and the certain things that are going out as numbers, you know, because, you know, when me being there and working there, I've noticed that the certain things that they get these food, the certain things they have in these ingredients in these foods aren't actual, you know, food. You know, it's fabricated. You know, and nowadays it's GMO, man.
Yeah, they got I was looking at one of the bags of chips. You know, I was looking at a bag of chip earlier today, and it said at the bottom, it says this product has genetic or bioengineered ingredients within it. And I was like, wow. So you know, this isn't even like this isn't real food. The ingredients that make up this food is it's just chemicals, man. It's fake, man. It comes from a lab, man.
Right.
You know.
And you know, it's like when you eat food, man, they got this, matter of fact, they got this chicken sandwich, a grilled chicken, they call it grilled chicken. But it's like hard as a rock, it's frozen. And what they do is they put it on the grill and they put it on, you know, pretty much on the thing, and they close it down and they steam it, you know, compress it. And then the meat that's on it, it just defrosts and it's like a grilled chicken. But the crazy part is the meat that is, you know, pretty much contained, it's not normal meat, man. You know, it's not normal meat. They don't have normal lettuce. They don't have normal actual bread, man. You know, these bread that they're using is just, sometimes it feel like cardboard, man.
Right.
You know, and as you see, you know, and the article, man, the lettuce, the Roman lettuce, was a huge effect of going into what E. coli, man. You know, I remember one day I was eating it. It was one of the chicken sandwiches, and the lettuce tasted like chemicals, like toxic chemicals, like if something was just not right, you know. Right. And when I ate it, I had to spit it out, man. How much more to people who actually ate it and got sick from it, man.
Right.
You know, and I don't know if it's in the article. I believe it do, where it showed where this was morally affected. It was Pennsylvania, Michigan, okay, and other places, man. So this being so, like, this is going around, and it's Ohio, man. This is going around, man. And we right now, man, we're experiencing the fact of this place being ran under wickedness. You know, the fact that we have to be careful of the things that we eat and be careful of what we consume in our body, because it have a certain toxic to get you to a point where you can get sick, it can lead to death, man. Yeah. You know, that's terrible, you know.
A lot of these veggies they use too in their sandwiches and foods, they spray chemicals on it, man.
Yeah, pesticides and stuff like that.
Yeah, man, and that, you know, they don't really get to washing these things off, man. You know, the brother just did a video, man. The dude scraped off all the pesticides off of the damn
apple.
Yeah. And it was, man, it was gross, man. It was thick, you know, and that's what we're putting into our bodies, man.
It was like a thick, I'm gonna cut you off. It was like a thick wax coating, man. You know, have you ever thought about like the little things that you go to your grandma's house and she has little fake plastic fruits, man. That's
God,
pretty much
that's
it.
what we eating, man.
That's what they look like, man.
Yeah.
That's what we eating, man. They getting it so close to that you just biting into plastic.
At this point, man.
Yeah, at this point, man.
Precept. The book of Ezekiel, chapter 4, verse 13. And the Lord YAHAWASHI said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whither I will drive them.
Run. So when you think about it today, man, that's what we're doing, man. We're eating that defiled bread amongst the Gentiles, man. And these fast food places for Wendys, for man. The foods that's in Wendys, man, aren't food. You got stuff that's made out of pork. You got certain stuff that's made out of, like McDonald's, for example. You got certain baby fetuses, human particles in the foods, man.
Right.
When you go to Burger King, man, it's got pork in the buns. You see, we have to eat these things. We have to live amongst these things that are not of our natural customs, man.
Right.
And
this food, man. The Lord likened this food to eating shit, man.
That's right.
The prophet Ezekiel he told the prophet Ezekiel to eat shit, man. And Ezekiel was like, can it at least be cow dung? Because what? It's even that's better than human dung, man. But what they're feeding us today is likened to shit, because what is feces? What is feces? It's just digested food that's deprived of nutrients, and then it's got all these toxins in it, so that's what we're eating today. Food deprived of nutrients, jam-packed with toxins, man.
That's right.
Yep. And with that is just it's making your body sicker. I don't know if if your brothers ever had naturally growing fruit. Me and her brother tried a naturally growing fruit the other day, and it gave us a euphoric feeling we never felt before, man. It was
passion fruit.
Yeah, it was a soursop. Remember the soursop? It was filled with electricity. You could feel the electricity flow through your body by biting into the soursop, man. And you don't get that feeling with the other food that we eat.
John, that's right. Because I remember when it was like a few months ago, maybe a few years ago, man, actually, and I was eating this. And if you brothers grew up, man, when we was a kid, years and years ago, okay, probably like 5 to 10 years ago, all right, when you used to go pick a certain fruit, all right, they would have more nutrients to it.
Yeah.
Watermelon, apples, bananas, oranges. Man, I knew this shit was crashing, man. Shalaki for my friends. When I go grab a nice, good orange, all right, from 5 years ago that would be so nice, juicy, and plump with, nutritious in it. When I would get it 5 years later, it had nothing like of that shit. It was bleached, man. I went and tried it. It was like I was eating flakes. Instead of like getting that nice juice out of it, I was eating more flakes than the juice. And then you could see the deformed skin around these, pretty much fruits, man, vegetables. Everything that we eat is just contaminated. Nothing is completely real. It's like more and more they're pulling the realistic fruits and vegetables and things that we eat that will be actually natural grown and making it more fake, man. All right, and being, people nowadays in this matrix, they don't have no clue what the hell's going on. So they're stuck in the matrix to where they're lost in the fact of their taste bugs being manipulated. All right, the fact of what things actually look like or supposed to look like are being manipulated. All right, and given more of these processed foods or GMO foods, things that aren't beneficial to your body, man. Nothing that's natural grown. All right.
Yeah, because you eat natural grown food, you're gonna get energy out of that food. But the food we eat today, we get sluggish, makes you tired, makes you sleepy, makes you not want to do anything, puts a slothful spirit on you, man.
Right.
And is the meat that they're feeding us, the food they're feeding us is packed with all kinds of drugs, man. So Jake's drugged up. These people are drugged up, and they're addicted to the way the food tastes. They're addicted to all these fast food restaurants and shit, man. And then they keep going back to back, to get there. And it was creative and wise how this devil set it up to where you got to work all damn day, and they got joints called fast food restaurants. So when you get just a little bit of time, you can squeeze in to get some fast food. If it's fast food, then it's not real food. You know, your food is supposed to be cooked. It's supposed to be taken care of. It's supposed to, real food takes time to cook, man, to prepare.
Hey, that's why when you cook your food at home compared to when you go buy some food out, that has a different effect on your body, even though they're both not good for you. But, hey, when you look at reality, one was more beneficial than the other.
Yeah.
That's why when you eat food from at home, okay, you're not feeling so much as sluggish or stuff like that. But when you go, compared to you go get some fast food, all right, you eat straight plastic and garbage, and your body's breaking down and deteriorating from what I was just put in there.
Right. Hey, man, we was watching this movie called The Bay. It was a highly recommended movie to watch. And they went into how they were putting the chickens on steroids, and the chickens would they said that the chicken would become fully grown in 42 days, which was contrary to what it actually took 6 months, man, for it to grow a full chicken, man, be a full-grown chicken, man.
That's them hormones, man.
Yep, and that's what they're doing to our food.
Hey, I remember Salakia. I remember when you were younger, man. All right, how the effects of chicken have been manipulated to where you started looking at young people nowadays, man. You started analyzing just the young folks nowadays. Young women, man, they have more the effect of their hormone side because of these, eating like these devils, man, manipulating with the chickens, man, giving them fast hormones to pretty much produce and get bigger and thicker. That's why you see chickens get bigger and thicker. You know what I'm saying? Then, like they say, got a saying, like, you are what you eat.
Yeah.
And you see why people have these certain fast, rapid rates of growing up faster and looking more deep, out of the form of like how you supposed to look.
That's why there's a proverb going around. They say, you must be eating good, but it's not really, it's not really eating good. Is you're just putting steroids in the chicken, man. That's why sometimes, brother, you may hear a brother say, damn, what they put on her chicken? It's because, the chicken has steroids in it. It forces the chicken to grow. And if you're eating something with steroids in it, you're going to start growing in all the right places and even the wrong places, man.
That's right.
It's going to speed up the process of the human body because of those hormones in it, man. Which
I had a precept, this is the book of Micah chapter 2 verse 10. It says, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest.
The scripture says this is not your rest. If this is our rest, then we'd have real food. This is our rest, then we wouldn't suffer every day, man. We wouldn't be in slavery and eating, the bottom of the bottom, man. When we were in hardcore slavery and bondage, they were feeding us all the abominable foods, man. Salakia. They're feeding us all the abominable foods. Nothing's changed now. Now they're feeding us barely food, man. We're eating more chemicals than food, man.
God. It says, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted.
And I was not saying actually get up and get a plane ticket and leave from Babylon, man. You ain't going to skip the Lord's judgment. Whether you're here or in the Middle East, you're going to get the same judgment, man.
Right.
It's saying depart from this place mentally, spiritually, man. You got to detach yourself from this world. You see Jake having fun time and partying and smoking and drinking and doing this and that, marrying and giving into marriage, as the days of Noah were, you realize that these people are actually attached to this world. This is what Micah 2:10 is talking about, man. He's saying depart from this world because it's not your rest.
That's right, because, hey, when you are caught in that, that form of that lifestyle, according to the world, all right, you're not easy to see what's, what you're consuming every day. Someone who's in their right mind and actually is not, grouped into that world, man. You're gonna see what you're eating every day. You're gonna see the effects on your body. You're gonna see what's actually happening, man. You see, these people, all right, including our people, are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American, man. All right, they don't see that as fast, and they don't catch on to these things at all.
Right.
I mean, majority of the time, and that's why you have the effects of Jake just being simple, man.
Yeah. Because they have no foresight. Scripture talks about the prudent man looketh well to his going, or the wise man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself. But the simple pass on and are punished. Right. And that's just our people. This is why they are leading in diabetes, leading in high blood pressure, leading in heart disease, man. All
right.
these diseases affect Jake the most because what? They first and foremost, the curses apply to them, the law and the sin applies to them, and they've been targeted by this damn devil Esau, man.
Yep.
You know?
The council.
Yeah, I got that too. Once you finish that.
It says, read on, because it is polluted, it shall destroy you even with a sore destruction. So when you think about that, it says, because it is polluted, everything that you can think of, it has some form of toxic pollution, all right, towards it, man. All right. Your air, their food, the water, man. Even the things that you can, think about recycling, man. You think of recycling as a good process, where actually it is taking things that were old and chemically breaking it down, all right, and all those chemicals that was using, plus those toxins that was used to be broken down, what was old to so-called cleanse it, are going to be just compact in one, man. All right, and all that just breaks down just like a bottle with water in it sitting in the heat, man. Okay, all that effect's gonna be within that water.
That's right.
And that's just America, one big old nasty big ass pot, man.
Yeah. You look at how the world is going on today, how it proceeds today, and it's just nothing but wickedness. The Lord said their wickedness has exceedingly increased and reached up to the heavens, man. When the Lord is actually turning in his seat, like, damn, we got to wipe this place off the face of the earth, man. Because what the things that they're doing to us, Scripture talks about, if he that toucheth you toucheth the apple of the Lord's eye, man.
That's right.
So they're touching the apple of the Lord's eye, and they're down here getting the business on us. The Lord sees all of this, man.
If I could, I want to read a little bit of that article. This is the New York Post. It says Wendys E-Coli outbreak worse than reported by CDC, State Health and Agency.
And it was an E-Coli outbreak on their product, romaine lettuce, man. And it's just lettuce. This is a veggie. This is supposed to be a veggie. So when people Jake even think to go try to eat healthy, there's chemicals in those things too, man. There's, you gotta watch out for getting infected by eating healthy, man.
Exactly.
You can't even eat healthy on this side, man, without getting fucked up, man. They're polluting everything,
That's right. It says more than 100 people reportedly have become ill from eating lettuce from Wendys sandwiches, far from the CDC reported last week. And lawsuit against the company are piling up, and Post has learned.
Piling up,
Slakia. The Post have learned. So, people over around these different states are starting to pretty much build up a case against Wendys because the E. coli, the illness that they have received from eating these things. When you actually sit down for a job, when you go to a job for a restaurant, you got to learn about the background and history and stuff, and everything. And guess what? They teaching you about the cross contamination and everything. Well, with the E. coli being in your lettuce, you think how the hell something that's pretty much naturally got E. coli in it, unless it's being tampered with, man.
Right.
Unless you just sitting there and eat different places, someone's not clean, man. But they're saying particular this Roman lettuce is not right.
Yeah. It's fast food, man. Like like we brought out earlier, you gotta question it. It's fast food. If they're making it fast, these people literally got timers, man, where they're trying to beat a timer to get your food out into the window. If they can prepare a meal, a hot meal, meat, bread, potatoes, a drink, all these things, they can prepare that in under 3 minutes. You got to really ask, what the hell are you eating? That sounds like we used to play what was the game, man? We had like a little cooking kitchen when we were younger. We used to have a cooking kitchen. We used to play chef, man. We had all this fake food. We'd be making the fake chicken. Put it on the stove. We make the fake fries, all of that, man. And it all came out looking like fast. It was all fashion to be fast food, man. It was play fast food. and we were cooking these things, and you know, this is just what they're doing now in real life. This is what they do in actual real life, man. Or this is why you go to the restaurants where you sit down and eat, and it takes them a lot longer to bring your food out. It costs a lot more, you know, because they're actually, you know, preparing a real meal back there, man. But when you go into these fast food restaurants, things are just, you know, it's not real, man.
That's right.
It's fake food.
Yeah, when it boils down to it, you know, all these things are just, you know, almost like a hologram to you, in a sense, so to speak, man. All right, because what's seeming to be real is being more fake. You know, it's gonna get to a point like you got this virtual reality stuff coming out. You got this, you know, what they call it, metaverse, man. You know, they gonna have it where you're gonna be eating virtual food, man. I forgot what that one dude said. You know, one of the brothers always quoted, man. We quoted at camp about the dude say, you don't want for nothing.
You're gonna have nothing and be happy, or be satisfied.
Yeah, man. Right, and it's ultimately coming down to, man. Because
what they don't want you to have anything physically, you're gonna put you in the metaverse and give you everything in there. You know. I got a precept. Book of Psalms, chapter 83 and verse 3. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. So this is all a part of their crafty counsel, man. These devils actually sit and thought this through, and they put their heads together and really planned on how to get us, man. And we got to give them clap. We got to give them props because they did well, man. They got a lot of people. They even got their own people with it, man. You know?
Yeah, that's the devil for you, man. Never trust our enemy. That's what scripture says, man. Rest it, you know.
So it's just
wickedness. So these devils, don't ever put it past you in your mind. You think that these devils ain't going to be behind, all right, certain things, that these outbreaks when it comes to certain little small things like this.
Right.
All of these things are part of what comes down to their agenda, all right, of ushering, okay, that NWO. And it goes back to what? Those Georgia Guidestones, bringing the population down to 500 million. This is something that's been in process for many years.
Yeah.
All right, this is a non-stop thing. That's why you see always sicknesses being increased within over time. Okay, certain things that they got certain sicknesses that do well than others, man. Yeah. And then you see a spike of that more than others. You see, like it was a time where it was a stomach, certain things with stomach flu going around. Yeah. All right, but then they had the flu, man. All right, the flu was doing major numbers than the stomach flu, but probably like a few years down the line, the stomach flu was doing more numbers than the flu. You see, and it was just all it boils down to is just a increase of sicknesses, all that leads them to bigger in their pockets, man. All right, it's a monopoly game, and they're playing their roles.
Yeah, even their whole hospital network, their healthcare, all that stuff is set up. They give you all this fake ass food to make you sick. They give you this food to make you sick, and they force you to buy health insurance, man, so that you can go in the hospital and get a $2,000, $4,000 bill, and force you to be in debt because they know that you can't pay it, man.
That's right. If you ever play Monopoly, man, these devils have the two biggest. They got the boardwalk and they got the other. I think that's the sidewalk or something like that, similar. But they got the two blue ones on the end, man. And you realize that the two blue ones really run everything else.
Right.
You know, that's all I had.
The devil's got us in checkmate, man.
Exactly.
But the Lord's about to come and cut this nigga's belly open, and it's gonna be over. It's the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 14 and verse 7. And if he doeth good, he doeth it unwillingly. Okay, so look, you think it's good that he got this fast food restaurant. You think it's convenient. Oh, how convenient is this fast food? I gotta go back to work. I'm on break. I gotta get food fast. How convenient is it?
You always turn around a new corner and then they got here goes a new Chick-fil-A. Or here goes a new Wendy's. Here goes another Burger King being built right next to some more fast food places. Yeah. And now they talking about, there's competition. This competition now just for you to be all, you really, there's no competition. The fact is just who's gonna be drawing you in first.
Yeah,
you know
these are death buildings.
That's it.
The slaughterhouses, man. and that's why they call you Goyim, man, because you think you just going in the slaughterhouse, not even realizing you killing yourself by eating this shit, man.
Oh my gosh.
It says, and if he doeth good, he doeth it unwillingly, because these restaurants wasn't meant for your benefit. They weren't meant to help you. They were meant to poison you, so that you can be dumbed down and accept their NWO naturally, man. You know, it says, and at the last he will declare his wickedness. In the end, he gonna tell you, yeah, everything I did was pretty much to get you to this point.
Yeah.
Are you gonna take this MOTB or what?
Yeah.
It's like you know, because this is what this devil really is been hatching up this whole entire time. That's that crafty counsel, man. I got one more. It's book of Psalms for the 64 and verse 4, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. You know, suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. You know, you got Esau shooting at Israel, and most importantly, shooting at the elect, man, in secret. Because what, they're trying to take out the elect men in secret by what? All these crafty methods, all these ways, these traps he's setting up, man. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privately. Snares is traps, and privately is private. You know, privately. It says, they say, who shall see them? But guess what? The Lord sees them, man. It says, they search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search.
Hey, that's pride, man.
Yep.
You know, Esau think he's not going to be seen. He doesn't see. He still got so much pride within them that they feel like they can't be stopped, or they can't be. No one's watching them. They just doing it in secret. No, man. You being definitely watched, devil. You know.
Yeah. It says, both the inward thought. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. So this devil thinks deep, man. He thinks long and hard about how to get us fucked up, man. How to fuck us up.
That's that Micah 2 and 1. Work of evil amongst their beds.
Yeah. Yeah, they devise evil upon their beds, man, at night, because you know it's in the power of their hands to do these things. Job 9:24 tells you the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. So they've been plotting on us since day one, and they got the power to do the things that they think up, man. We don't have the power to do things we think up. We can't say, oh, this devil going down tomorrow. You know, if we could, then that's what have been done, man. But this nigga can say, I'm gonna put this on them tomorrow, and tomorrow it's out. You know,
there goes into what
unrighteous decree.
Unrighteous decree. Yep.
And that's what he's coming with, man. This devil's stepping hardcore, man. You know, and eventually the people are gonna wake up and realize, oh, this shit was poison. This shit was fake. This shit was evil. Because at the end, he's going to declare it, man.
That's right.
You know, that's all I had on that.
Come on. Hey, man, so once again, hey, man, this devil's, even though this being something, scriptures talk about being not ignorant of a small thing or big, man, roughly paraphrasing. All right, because, hey, these devils doing stuff like this, that's something to keep you aware, man. Just informing Israel, man. All right, you seeking YAHAWASHI. All right, things like this is something that we have to be aware of, because, hey, you could be you want to go eat something like this, man.
Right.
All right, and felt sick later and thinking there's some goddamn CV or something. All the pops, man.
Yeah,
all right,
man.
just warning, man. That's what we do. We warn the sheep, but being so, man, that's just something these devils are doing and putting them in this. And more of this wickedness is going to be increasing the times that we're seeing the Lord turning up this time, man. So with that, we're going to close it out. We're going to give all glory and praises to
YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, HaKadosh.
Once again, that was an apostle, great millstone, teach you well. Until next time we say, Shalom.
Shalom.